Hi, good afternoon. It's welcome to Sullivan Arena here. Today's matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs, Division II defending champions, now playing Division I after an undefeated season. You're taking on Pinkerton, Pinkerton Academy, Pinkerton Astros. Should be a very, very good game today. Again, we'll be back in a few minutes to call the game live. Thanks for joining us. And we're back here for the broadcast as we enter the second game of the season. My name is Steve Tempesta. I'll be joined by my co-host today, Stevie Tempesta Jr. You all may remember him as #1 for the Bedford Bulldogs from the past couple of championship games. So he's joining me today. I'm pleased just because it's my son, but that's okay. So we'll get to him in a moment. A little bit about so far this season. Bedford Bulldogs varsity team had a game a couple nights ago. They played Nashua North. They were successful in their first Division I outing with a 4-1 victory. A little bit sloppy, a little bit challenging. Steve wasn't there to witness it, but today we face a very, very difficult uphill battle against the Pinkerton Astros. Pinkerton's a very, very good team. They played a 1-1 tie versus Salem. Having talked to their parents, they said it was a very good game. So I think Bedford Bulldogs are going to be in for it today, for a very, very challenging game. This team is well coached, lots of talented players there. So we welcome to the game as we watch the puck drop here. So Steve, tell us a little bit about college. Freshman year, you're off at college. Where you at? Let the folks know.
Currently, I'm at McGill University in Montreal, studying a little bit of political science, a little bit of French, a little bit of everything. But I love it up there. Finally found a place that was cold enough for me. I didn't get enough snow down here as much as we had.
So tell us, you getting a little hockey action up there?
Yep, I'm continuing playing intramurals. There's no club level up there, and not good enough to make the varsity team. But I have been enjoying watching them play. The hockey is fantastic.
Very, very good. So we're blessed today. Much of many alumni here at the game. We were fortunate through the Thanksgiving holiday to have an alumni game and with a lot of participation. And here we are, watching here. A lot of your former teammates here.
Yeah,
for the alumni game. Tell us who you've seen, who you've bumped into.
I got a chance to see Harrison Voloshin walking in, who was one of our top scoring forwards last year. I got a chance to see Jeremy Myers, David Kelly, Mike D, who was by and away our best player on the team last year, and maybe even the year before. Probably one of the best defensemen to ever see come through the program. I got a chance to see Kevin Johnson, who was the heart of the team last year. So yeah, there are a lot of guys in the ring today.
So very, very good. Well, we'll get to some more of that history a little bit later on, but let's get to the action here as we get to our second shift of the game here. Out on the ice, Bedford Bulldogs. Nice back and forth play. Not a lot of activity, not a lot of action. Oh, big save
Great
right there
save
by Alec
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh. So here we are, just getting started, just getting underway. Cam Blaisdell with the puck here as he dumps it in, challenging the play. Donato Tempesta, #2. Stevie's little brother. Matt Musgrave keeping that puck in, well played. It's going to come out, holding the blue line, Drew Conley. And out with the puck, Donato Tempesta looking for a play.
Oh, what a pass.
What a pass
wow.
right there.
Absolute beauty by Donato Tempesta to see the ice right there, to see his teammate open, uncontested on the other side of the post.
A beautiful goal right there by Tyler Gamble. If we take a moment here, we'll take a quick look at that replay. Off the board, just above the half wall, Donato digs that puck off, a little battle there, and brings it in on a quick 2-on-1 and dishes that puck off to Tyler Gamble, who finishes the play. Beautiful, beautiful assist. A nice finish by Tyler Gamble. Back to action, Bedford Bulldogs leading 1-0. So here we are with third line out here. A bunch of you new players. I wish I could know them all right now. Not like the past couple years, Stevie, as we was able to know. I coached many of those players. I've coached a lot of these boys out here, but I don't know every single number yet. It's only the second game. I hope you forgive me a little bit if I'm challenged. Back on defense, Alex Abad, number 20, and number 39.
Oh, nice hit in the zone.
Matt Musgrave, freshman, joined the program here. So nice play right there by not Matt Musgrave, excuse me, Matt Giroux, number 39. Freshman joining the program. Challenging the play, Jacob Rio. Behind the net, Jay Roberto, very nice play. So last year we had pretty senior-laden team. Would you say that, Steve? This year?
Absolutely.
Pretty young squad, number of juniors on the team, a number of sophomores, and we actually have a few freshmen. So it's very exciting.
The great thing about having a team like that, which is still so talented, is that you know for the next couple of years that your team is going to be very good without even having to worry about tryouts before the season even starts.
I would agree. Tryouts were definitely stressful for a lot of parents, including myself. But it's we've coordinated a couple of very, very talented teams. Both are very skilled. We just had the previous right before the varsity started. Pinkerton and Bedford played in the JV matchup. Unfortunately, Bedford JV came up a little bit short end of the stick there, lost 3-2. But a very good game. So again, the Bulldogs seem to be poised to have a long run again for the next couple years. Again, the JV team looks very, very good. So back in action, Asa Parker going deep into the zone, challenging the play on the half wall. Griffin Gagne trying to just keep it in. Well played at the blue line. Asa Parker with a quick shot, just over the net. Jumping back into the play on the puck now, allowing our defenseman to go get it. That's Drew Conley, one of the captains on the ice, looking for a long pass here. Nice play right there as Asa Parker just tips that into the zone, and deep on the puck, Donato Tempesta working hard. Steals it behind the net. Oh, tried to go back out front. Just couldn't get it through the defender.
Another great read by Donato. Oh, and he sees someone open out.
Oh, another
wow, what a beautiful pass by Donato again. Seeing his teammate open out front. Same play, just opposite post.
So there you have it right there. Let's go back and look at that action. As you saw, Asa Parker really early in the action just tips that puck in the zone. Donato challenges the play, picks up a loose puck, and again, looking for Tyler Gamble, finds him, and they're 2 for 2 on the pass and connection right there. So Tyler Gamble, two shots, 2 goals. And a quick timeout called here by Pinkerton just to settle everything down. So, Steve, we've seen 5 minutes of the first period. What do you think so far?
I'm absolutely not necessarily shocked, but I'm really glad to see the Bedford team come out as strong as they have. With such a young team coming into such an important game early on in the season, you don't really know if you're going to be able to get your team either up for this game or if they're going to be nervous coming into it. So it's a great show to see the Bedford team come out as powerful.
Well, I can tell you what, the game the other night against Nashua, you could tell that the players were very, very nervous. But here, I think the team's a little bit settled down. Watching them, they got to watch their teammates on the JV squad. They got to get a good warm-up in, and they come right out and they jump right on them. So 2-0 very early in this game. I'm not sure we want to sit on our laurels here. This Pinkerton team is a very talented team, so we just need to just stay on top of them. That's all. But 2-0 early. Both nice passes by Donato off to his teammate Tyler, and there you have it.
The thing I think you can see with this Pinkerton team is their weakness is really their goaltender, because they've had probably the same amount of chances or at least the same amount of time in the zone, and the Pinkerton goaltender has really come up short today, and I think that's the weakness they're going to have to continue to exploit by just getting pucks on net.
I agree with you at the moment. Although I've seen this goaltender played for the Manchester Flames, he's actually pretty good. So
fair enough.
So he's weaker at the moment on those 2 shots, but other than that, he's a very talented young man. So hopefully, for Pinkerton's sake, he can pull it together.
But one of the things you're also noticing is Bedford's blocking a lot of shots. They have really not contested Alec Lindbergh at all today.
Well, coming out of the zone here, nice pass by. Oh, Donato tried to feed Tyler one more time for the hat trick. Coming out of the zone, nice job by Cam Blaisdell, challenging the puck. Jacob Rio, off to Brett Veyu. Very nice play. We're going to see something here, a whistle. Might have too many men on the ice. We're going to get a penalty here. Bedford Bulldogs, somebody from the ice is going to have to go in the penalty box. Unfortunately, one of the boys in white jumped on a little too soon. So Bedford goes down on a penalty kill now, shorthanded, 2 minutes with 9:25 left in the first period. Bulldogs leading 2-0. Out on the ice, Brett Silva and Alex Abed on defense. Taking the center faceoff is Asa Parker. To his left, number 5, Nate John. So this is what we're going to see here for our first penalty kill of the day. Asa gets tossed out of the faceoff in. Taking the faceoff now, Nate John. Oh, and he zips right out there.
Asa.
There goes Asa on a little bit of a break. See what happens.
Oh!
Quick shot.
Just wide. It looked like that went in from up here.
I don't think the goalie saw that one. I think
No.
he took a nice shot, really using the defenseman there as a screen. On the puck now, Alex Abad. We're going to have to outwork this team right now. Tied up behind the net, effectively. Pinkerton out with the puck on the half wall, behind the net. Battling in front of the net, Brett Silva. Back to the D. Very nice play right there by Brett and Nate John to successfully get that puck out of the zone. First on the puck is Asa Parker. Boy, he's skating pretty hard. Into the zone. Really looking for the puck here. Alex in net. Alex Lindbergh really fighting to make sure he can see the puck. Very nice pass across to the D from Pinkerton. Down low, looking for the. Oh,
Great
very
play
nice
play by the defenseman.
Who was that? Alex right there? Very nice. Oh, quick 2-on-1 here. Just over the net and wide by Asa. Out on the ice now, Griffin Gagne. Challenging the play. Next up on the ice, Brett Veyu. Brett Veyu, number 38, also one of the captains. He along with Drew Conley. Nice play by Griffin Gagne to take that away from pressure and dump the puck. 30 seconds remain on the power play for Pinkerton. We're going to see a penalty. Same call. Too many men on the ice. So it looks like both teams are a little aggressive getting their players on the ice, Steve. They got to stay in control there.
This is not a coincidence I've ever really seen before playing for Bedford High School.
So we're going to see a 4-on-4 here for 23 seconds, and then Bulldogs will get the benefit of a power play. So 7:48 remaining, 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. Hopefully Bedford can do a little damage here and then take a power play for a little over a minute and a half. So that'd be very, very good.
Tough thing for Pinkerton is having a guy in the box now is their penalty box is the entire way across the ice, where for Bedford it's right next to the bench. That is a tough change.
Well, we're blessed here to play at Sullivan Arena, and I think that was the design plan by the engineers here as they put that together for St. Anselm's College. So we as Bedford appreciate it, that's for sure. Although we do get to play a few visiting games here against Trinity this year, much like we did with Goffstown last year. So out on the ice, Nate John to finish up the power play. Stepping on the ice, Donato Tempesta now.
Now we'll see Bedford operate on a power play here.
So this is the first power play here of the game for the Bulldogs. They have a minute 20 remaining. They're going to regroup, bring it back behind the net. Brett Silva's going to take it around and hold on to it a little bit. Very nice play by Brett. Going to carry it over the blue line, controlling the play. Off to Nate John. Back to Brett Silva. Oh, he just lost the puck. We had a player out front wide open. I think that might have been number 2.
Open out front.
On the point, number 22 for the Bulldogs is, I apologize, I know who this is
22,
as well.
Chase
Valancourt. Very good young player, sophomore. Back to Chase Valancourt, over to Asa Parker, looking to make a move. I think what they're trying to do is set up that high umbrella to Asa, if he can get a shot from there. If not, swing it over to one of the defensemen as they get a little bit lower in the play. So up to the top of the umbrella to Asa. Quick shot. Ooh, quick tip. Again out front. Donato battling behind the net. Chase Valancourt able to keep control. Deep again. Controlling the play, number 2. Taking the puck deep. Not a good play back there. Just couldn't get it deep enough to the defenseman, and they were able to work the puck out.
I believe you'll see Asa Parker taking a penalty now for tripping.
I didn't catch that one. Did you see that one behind the play?
Yes, Asa Parker got a little bit tangled up with a Pinkerton player in the middle of the ice, back checking. Couldn't really tell whether it was intentional or not. They did get tangled to a point where he couldn't free himself without knocking over the other player, but their penalty will be ensued on Asa.
So Asa Parker to the box, shorthanded again. A little bit of sloppy play by both sides here. 5:47 remaining in the first period. Bedford Bulldogs back to a penalty kill. Still up 2-0 though on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can hold serve here. Pinkerton, nice control there on the half wall, looking for someone deep. Battling out front, Drew Connolly, very nice. Well played right there by Brett Vayu as he gets the puck out of the zone. What do you see by Pinkerton thus far on the power play, Steve?
You can't really tell what Pinkerton's looking for as they go to set up in the zone. It's really more of a counterattack system where they try to catch the defending team off guard and then try to cut around them as quick as they can on the counterattack. But it looks like they're trying to overload out front and really just work a shot and then play the rebounds as they come. It's not the same structural umbrella that you'll see with Marty Myers' team and the Bulldogs.
Well, it looks like Pinkerton getting a little frustration penalty right here. Number 7 goes into the zone after one of his teammates gets spilled a little bit late. No penalty on the call by the Bedford, but a little bit challenging. Gives a little cross check to Matt Musgrave. Takes a very, very unfortunate penalty for his team. They had a power play. Now they're going back to 4-on-4 play.
These are the plays that the coach is definitely going to bring up in the locker room and say that these are opportunities you can't miss, especially being down 2-0 early in the game, because that is a situation you can use to really change the momentum with a lot of time left.
Well, into the box, number 7, Stephen Leonard. He's one of their captains. He's one of their leaders on that team. And you can't have one of your captains taking a nonsense penalty like that. Again, benefit towards Bedford. 4-on-4 out on the ice now. We have Griffin Gagney at center, Nate John. Unfortunately, Asa Parker still in the box. Back on defense, we have Matt Musgrave and Drew Connolly.
This will be a long 4-on-4, so you're really going to get to see the speed of this Bedford team come into play here. Opening up the ice wide with only 4 players for each team.
Looks like Pinkerton is just looking for a long bomb pass to Tyler Poole, number 20. Controls the puck, quick shot, nice save right there.
Great save by Alec Lindbergh.
Well, this Pinkerton team also with a very aggressive play, very good, fast, young team. Number 10 with the puck, Giovanni Corsetti. One of their starting lineup. This is their 2 guys out here. Tyler Poole, number 10. Tyler Poole, number 20, and Corsetti, number 10. These are a couple of their star athletes from Pinkerton. Quick change. Very nice. Out here on the ice now, Jay Roberto taking the face-off. Jacob Rio, one of his wingers. Alex Abad's going to go challenge the puck behind the net. Oh, Alex veers off behind the net. Matt Giroux. Marty here going with a young group here on the forward, just looking for some speed. These both young forwards, Jacob Rio and Jay Roberto, very quick, very fast. Nice pass out by Rio off to Roberto. Quick shot. Oh, just gets a save. Wisely, Alex Abad just steps back to the blue line. It's one of the forwards, puts pressure on, keeps the puck in the zone. 18 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Quick shot by Pinkerton. Alex Abad nicely played to the behind the net, looking for his teammate. Well done. 7 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then Bedford goes to a power play. Quick change on defense, out in front of the net, battling for position. Well played right there.
Ooh, high shot by Asa Parker, looking to see if he could get tipped in.
Well played right there by one of the young forwards, Jay Roberto, deep in the zone. He and Jacob Rio really holding the puck, letting the penalty from Pinkerton end, getting the power play, looking for Asa as he comes in the zone. 21 seconds left, Steve. What do you think they're trying to do here on this power play?
I think they're really just trying to keep the pressure on. I mean, you're always looking for a goal on the power play. That's the main objective. But I think they just want to make sure that they have Pinkerton on their heels going in to the period for Marty's talk. Because if you can keep the pressure on going into the second period, it's a great way, especially if you come out with another strong shift there, to really make sure that Pinkerton's...
On the puck quickly, Donato Tempesta, quick shot off the crossbar.
Great play by Donato to break in with his speed, really get around the defenseman who was not doing a whole lot there.
So just like you said, just looking for some action, any type of thing, 20 seconds. 11 seconds elapse, and they get down there and get a quick shot off, almost snacking a goal right there. But power play, Asa taking the face-off, 10 seconds remain. Behind the net, Asa Parker looking to make a move out front. Couldn't do it, just broken up as he tried to make a quick play. Oh, very nice play right there by the player from Pinkerton, Corsetti. All even here, not much time left. Very well played defensive play right there by Tomato Tempesta as he breaks up the play.
Great play by number 10 Pinkerton to really hold that puck the whole way. He was getting pushed on by every player on the Bedford team and managed to hold on to it.
Oh,
great block
nice
there
save right
by
there.
Nate John.
So battling here, 5-on-5 action. Finally back to even strength behind the net. Pinkerton putting a little pressure on our boys here from Bedford. Nice play by Valancourt to get the puck up to a forward. Well, it looks like Bedford's just going to ice the puck and try to get their line settled back down. A little bit of a sloppy action as that power play ended. A little sloppy action. It couldn't get organized and couldn't figure out what they were trying to do. So
I think that's where you see the age of Bedford come into play a little bit. Towards the end of the periods, everyone tends to get tired a little bit, so you start losing focus or losing direction a little bit. I think that's a little bit what you saw there with the young first line of Bedford.
I couldn't agree more. So out on the ice now, we have a little bit, I agree, a couple older players. Brett Fayou, Drew Conley in the corner, both captains out on the ice right now. Cam Blaisdell, also a senior, on the wing, looking to help get organized, help get that puck out of the zone. But back in the zone, Pinkerton just keeping pressure on, getting the puck deep.
I think this is exactly what Marty Myers was not looking for at the end of the period. Wanted to make sure that they kept the pressure on with a strong end to the power play. Going into the next period, really keep Pinkerton on their heels. But to Pinkerton's credit, they're not letting them do that.
So a very good play by Tyler Gamble to get the puck out of the zone. Now we can settle down. Bedford can take their time coming out. Oh, a miscue right there on a pass. Pinkerton back deep in the zone, looking for a quick pass. Oh, a nice pass trying to set it up through the middle. It goes all the way to the end of the ice. No icing. That's Pinkerton pass right there. So back on the ice. Bulldogs regroup.
That'll be icing by Pinkerton.
Well, right there, you just saw Pinkerton trying to make a late play, but couldn't make the connection. Icing. Back down their end. Well, this is a good offensive zone face-off right here by the Bulldogs. To the left of the goalie. 1:24 remains in the first period. 2-0 still. Bedford holding up the lead. Let's see what they can do for the last minute and a half, Steve. Nice win right there by Asa Parker. Good shot. Now it's a 2-on-1. Pinkerton with a quick pass.
Wow.
Very nice play. Alec
Lindbergh.
Alec Lindbergh holding nicely in net.
Very nice positioning by him to make the Pinkerton player really have to try and place that shot if he wanted to get any kind of opportunity. And to Alec's credit, the positioning there made the Pinkerton player go wide.
Well, Griffin Gagne with a quick shot off the post, just to the side of the post. Boy, the Bedford team really using their opponent as a distraction, and the goalie's having some difficulty reading the play. Behind the net, Griffin Gagne looking for a teammate. Couldn't get it. 2-on-2 break here for Pinkerton. Let's see what the Bulldogs do.
Great defensive play there.
Nice job. Matt Giroux there,
Oh, nice block.
Matt Giroux, number 39, freshman. Really nice job. Wow,
Asa
quick
Parker
nice.
going up high. Great save by the Pinkerton goalie there.
24 seconds remain here.
Ooh! Brett Silva hitting a kid, just a little late there. Those are the type of penalties that you really don't want to see a real leader on the team take. To his credit, it was shortly after the player lost the puck, but late in the period, meaning you're going to have to start the next period off on a penalty kill. That's something you'd like to see one of your team leaders not do.
I couldn't agree more. That's a unfortunate call right there, but the right call. So Bedford goes back shorthanded, 17.8 seconds left in the second period. Shorthanded. I think you're right, Steve. The next period starts, fast ice, fresh ice. You never know what can happen.
Absolutely.
Pucks bounce differently as the period goes on. It gets a little dirtier and the ice gets a little sloppier. The pucks bounce differently. Now you get smooth ice. It's long passes. You got to be prepared. Yep. Wow, what a nice pass coming down the zone. Quick shot by Pinkerton. Alex be able to turn that puck around. So we finish up the first period here. Sullivan Arena. Bedford Bulldogs up 2-0. Couple nice passes by your brother, Donato, off to his teammate Tyler Gamble. They make it 2-0. Very, very good period. Very good start for the Bulldogs. What do you see in that? What do you see for them in the next period?
The next period, I think Bedford is not going to be as deadly offensively as they was this period. They're going to have a long change with an inexperienced team, a young team. They're not going to be as well conditioned. So either Marty's going to try and hold these guys back, play a little bit more of a defensive game in the second period, or just to the experience of the team, they're not going to be putting on as hard.
Okay, well, there you have it. Well, expert opinion here by Stevie T. So we'll be back for second period action. And we're back here at Sullivan Arena for the second period action. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Steve Tempesta. I'm again here with my son, Stevie T, back from college. So thanks for joining us today, Steve.
Absolutely.
Second period action about to start. 2-0 Bedford Bulldogs after a very successful first period. What are we looking here? Just let's review what we talked about before. We're looking for some action here from the Bulldogs. What do you think, Steve?
Well, I think coming into the second period, the game's going to settle down here a little bit for both teams, and I think that's where you're going to see the age come into play a little bit more. You see Bedford coming out here on a penalty kill already, so you're going to see Pinkerton take some of the momentum, and I think going into the locker room, Bedford came out quick with their speed early on, and I think now you're going to see the physicality from Pinkerton come out a little bit more, and the experience having played in important games like this. The second period is typically where you see the ice kind of level back out if it has been tilted in the first period. So,
a quick shot right there.
Early on.
Off the post and cross post right there. That could have been easily 2-1 action right there. Quick hustling down there by Griffin Gagne.
Oh, great play.
Teammate. Asa just out of reach. That would have been a fantastic pass. A fortunate miscue by Pinkerton. Almost led to a scoring chance right there by Bedford.
The great thing you're seeing with this Bedford team here that I've noticed is all these kids, even the young ones, are really reading the ice very well. That's something I've not really been able to see with Bedford before. They got a lot of sporadic chances and rebounds, but this team is absolutely connecting all the time in the offensive zone on passes that you don't even really know are there sometimes.
Well, Pinkerton settling down this power play here on the half wall, trying to battle. Oh, a quick cross check there. Off to the side. Pinkerton taking a penalty after the little cross check into the wall. Off the ice, number 10 from Pinkerton. Giovanni Corsetti into the box. So again, we're seeing power plays being teams on power plays taking penalties that are unnecessary, evening up the play of 4-on-4. So back on the ice, 4-on-4 here for 34 seconds. Bedford will take a power play shortly thereafter. You know what I noticed a couple times right here, Pinkerton just struggling with just getting the puck out of the zone. Fast ice, smooth ice, there shouldn't be any struggles here. Even in the offensive zone, they had a little bit of a hard time. But that one big chance right there by Pinkerton off the cross post could have easily made this game 2-1.
Great pass there by the defenseman Valancourt to see Nate John.
Brett Mayhew, a quick shot. Nice pass right there by Nate John.
Absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful play.
You could not ask for better placement there from Brett Vayu to put it up over the goaltender. There's nothing the goalie could do about that.
Let's take a quick look at the replay. As Steve talks about it, a great look over to Nate John, back to the D, back to Nate John. Nate John passing over to Brett Vayu, who just really took his time on that shot and found the open gap against this goaltender from Pinkerton, Brendan Murphy, and we make it 3-0 Pinkerton. I'm not sure Pinkerton is really prepared for the skill and the talent from the Bulldogs side.
The interesting thing with Pinkerton coming into this game is I think they were maybe unofficially known as probably the best or one of the better teams in the state. And I don't think you come into that position sometimes, as we had as Bedford High School when I was on the team, a little bit not hyped up for all the games you're going to play, even against some of the better teams, especially if they're young. And that could be a huge factor for Pinkerton today, just not coming out with the same intensity the Bulldogs came out with.
Well, I think you might be right there. Apparently they played Salem to a 2-2 tie the other night, and from what I gather, that was a very, very well-played physical game from talking to a couple of dads from Pinkerton. So you might be right there. So Bedford actually, nice 4-on-4 goal there. They have the benefit of it having 5 seconds left on the 4-on-4. So the goal oftentimes in hockey would negate that power play, and they would pull that player out of the box. Right. But on a 4-on-4 situation, nobody leaves the box because it was even strength. Benefit to Bedford there. Power play for a little bit over a minute. So fortunate,
tough
very
miscue
fortunate
for Danny Connolly.
Drew Conley to the corner.
Great positioning, though, by Alec Lindbergh again, making sure the Pinkerton player really has to hold the puck for as long as possible before he's making a move. That's just a testament to the experience of Alec Lindbergh coming in here as a junior.
To the net, Alec.
Oh,
Alec
and that puck is loose.
Looking for a finish.
Wow,
Tyler
great
Gamble.
save by the Pinkerton player right there, getting in front of the puck.
Pinkerton captain, number 7, Stephen Leonard. Very, very nice play, holding and helping out his goalie. I think that might have gone to the back of the net.
Oh, absolutely.
Griffin Gagne with a quick shot. Tyler Gamble trying to finish it off right there.
Great save by the Pinkerton goaltender.
Griffin Gagne, very, very poised as a young sophomore here, making nice decisions with the puck, holding the play. Back to the defenseman, Alex Abad, quick shot to the net. Tyler Gamble with the puck. So Bedford really just controlling the play. Quick shot just wide by Alex. Back on the puck, Brett Veyu.
You would have thought coming into this game it would have been a lot more.
Oh,
wow.
another goal right there. Griffin Gagne with the tip. Beautiful pass by Tyler Gamble. 4-0 Bulldogs. I'm not sure where this power play's coming from. That was a fantastic pass. So let's take a quick look at that replay. Tyler Gamble, they're really controlling the play the whole time. Tyler Gamble to the puck in the corner. Makes a beautiful pass out front. Oh, off his skate and into the net.
That was one of the best passes I've seen in a while. This Bedford team is just connecting on a whole nother level today. You would think a team that's really hasn't ever played together. You got some guys that played on JV together last year, a couple of varsity guys that played together, but they've never played together as a team like this, like we had with the core last year. And they're really just guessing where each other are on the ice without even having to look and just knowing where each other are. It's a wonderful thing to see, to be able to see a team connect like that.
Well, that power play really started originally Griffin Gagne holding the puck and really just settling the play down deep in that zone. And then it just continued for the next 40 seconds. And Bedford just controlling the play. Again, very well positioned right there by Alec Lindbergh, forcing the defender to have to go up high and over the net.
Ooh.
Just wide. Well, Pinkerton really having their way with that play out of the zone. Donato Tempesta just going to toss it on net and change up.
I think you can see this Pinkerton goalie's getting a little rattled. Even on a play like that, he was very deep in his net.
Quickly on the net, on the puck right there. Jay Roberto holding the puck. You know what I've liked from these young players from Bedford is they're not quick to just toss the puck and get rid of it. They've held it out of the zone, quick 2-on-0.
Great position in there again by Alec Lindbergh to really come out and challenge a player, making sure that the defenseman's taking the pass so that Alec really just focuses on the shooter and forces the guy to go high because there's nothing there. Great play.
Well, you know what, Alec Lindbergh, he's a junior. He's been on the team for all 3 years of his career. He fortunately played with yourself for a couple of seasons. But last year, from a parent watching the games, and you as well as his teammate, watched him really grow as a goaltender. He played in some big games last year. Now, Bedford played in many games last year that weren't challenges much. You go through an undefeated season and you get what you get. But boy, Alec played in some very, very big games at the end of the season, and you can tell it's coming out right now. He's just poised and in the zone and really playing well. Absolutely. Out on the ice, number 19, Jack McDonough. Number 40, Colin Voloshin, getting some play time here. Very good.
One of the things I'm surprised to see is that this game is not as physical as it is. You would think Pinkerton coming in as a bit of an older team, a bit of a bigger team, that you'd see a lot more of them trying to outmuscle Bedford, try to put them back on their heels. And I think that's one of the things that they needed to do today that they haven't been, and that's one of the reasons why they're not finding any success. So,
back in action, just keeping the puck in at the blue line. Very nice move right there by Pinkerton, getting a quick shot on. So as we look around the ice, Steve, have you seen the ice today where we have this line around the ice in orange? I'm not sure how it looks up on the TV screens at home. It may look a little bit more yellow or red, but it's called a lookup line. Have you seen that up in Canada at all?
I've not seen this up in Canada. Apparently this is an initiative that started in the United States for the most part, because you see that's really a concern with the United States, is really trying to cut down on the concussions with all sports, especially hockey and football, where you see it the most. A great invention, and not something that I would have thought of originally, but I know personally a lot of players who have ended careers or had to spend a lot of time out because of concussions, just because not knowing where they are on the ice. You tend to find concussions, for the most part, just like hits like that along the boards, where guys not necessarily knowing where they are in relation to the boards, they're not really open ice hits. It's not being able to position your head correctly. And so having that line there is going to be really beneficial. I think once it's institutionalized all across, that's going to be very beneficial in just cutting down the number of cases of concussions.
Bedford still controlling the play, challenging out front.
Managing to hold it even with the goalie pulled here.
Well, it just had a moment where we saw an arm go up by a referee. Little confusion by our goaltender. Skated all the way to the bench, and it was an offsides and had to go back into the play. Pinkerton didn't capitalize on that. They had a chance. Now Bedford back on the power play for, I believe it was a slash. Oh, no, calling a cross check.
So can't say I haven't done that before.
You know, it's you get excited as a goalie. You want to help out your team. You want to be part of the offense, and you take a chance to jump out in the play. And unfortunately, Alex had to go back to the net. And it's okay. It didn't cost anybody anything. So
to his credit, you know, sometimes it's tough to see the call because you get an offside like that and a weird hit as it's going in offsides. So sometimes, you know, you just kind of guess that you're getting a call your way. But, yeah, nothing happened of it, so it's fun.
So here we are, Bedford on a power play, working the puck deep. Back Nate John with the puck. Very nice play here. Back to Brett Silver, off to Donato, looking for a play up top to Asa Parker. Quick shot.
Wow.
Just wide.
Oh, Donato almost corralling that rebound.
Quick shot just over the net. Boy, the Bedford line is buzzing right now. Keeping it in, Asa Parker. Pinkerton able to get that puck out. They're going to regroup here. Back down behind the net goes Brett Silva. So they're working that puck out behind the net. Both defenders coming out, giving him a chance.
You know, interesting call there by the referee. The player did have the puck. He may have had his head down a little bit, but I would have liked to see that go for a no call, especially with kind of the lack of physicality there is in this game. I want to see it pick up a little bit, but you know, to keep players safe, a call that is okay, and I'm sure Marty's going to challenge it a little bit, but he's not going to be too upset.
Well, it looked like the player was a little confused, so he just asked for an explanation from the referee. He got the explanation, still goes to the box. So here we are back on 4-on-4. This is the third time of this game. A 4-on-4 situation for a minute 11, and then Pinkerton on the power play. Looking for just a little jump out pass there. Alex Abad with the puck, looking for his teammate. Little miscue on that pass. Back on the, nope, out of the zone. Well, we're going to 4-on-4 action. We're going to have an icing call. I think the Bedford Bulldogs were a little bit confused on that play. Thought they were shorthanded, and they're not. So 4-on-4. So, Steve, last night we had a little fundraiser for our program, Friends of Bedford Hockey, last night. Silent auction. Got to see a few of your alumni folks. Got to see and talk to some of the parents. Just trying to raise a little money for the program. One of the things that we talked about last night, and we've been entertaining this idea, is a girls program at Bedford Hockey. You know, girls program at Bedford High School and bringing girls ice hockey, you know, there for the, what do you think of that?
I think that'd be a great idea. While I was in high school, there were a number of girls players, not necessarily enough to make a full hockey team like we have here with the boys, but a number of girls hockey players who were very talented, who had to look to go other places because we didn't have a program for them to play in. Even if they did make the boys team, which many of them did, they elected to go play girls hockey, look to get scouted for college. I think a girls team would be very beneficial for Bedford High School. They are growing in size constantly, and they're continuing to maintain players of all sports. And so I think very shortly they're going to get to a point where they're going to be able to field a full, strong girls team. And even though there's not a lot of competition in New Hampshire, I think it would help a lot of those girls to get scouted.
Oh, a quick shot right there on Alec Lindbergh, screened by one of his teammates. Very, very nice shot. 4-1 Bulldogs. Quick look at the replay. Defender coming out, defending the play, but the offensive player from Pinkerton really using him as a screen. I'm not sure Alec really caught a full glimpse of that shot as it goes to a low blocker side right by the goaltender.
If you look at Alec Lindbergh, he came out and he challenged the play a little bit, but he was very, it took him a long time to get down into the butterfly, which it says to me that he didn't see that shot ever come off, but that he was in the right position for it. That's a problem of communication between the defenseman and the goaltender. You really want to make sure that you tell the defenseman to get on the guy early so that you have a chance to either cover up the puck if it comes loose or have the defenseman miss him and you can get the guy clear. And that just comes down to a communication issue there between the two.
So earlier in the play, we saw the Bulldogs score in a 4-on-4 situation, and Pinkerton did not get their player back because it was 4-on-4. In this situation, as we saw with the power play, penalty kill, and so on, Pinkerton on the power play. Bedford gets their player back. So just a couple of rules, just making sure all the fans out here watching the game today have a better understanding of what's happening. So just getting back to the girls situation, here on the Bedford side of things, we have player Hannah DeRozier, number 15. You may remember Stevie, her brother, also number 15, which I find really great that they share the same number. Her brother Ben DeRozier, a couple of championships with you along your side.
Absolutely.
So she's on our varsity team. And then we have a couple of young ladies playing on our JV roster. Just to share you their names. As I scroll through the listing here, I just want to make sure I get their names correct. From the JV team, number 7, Kristen Paras.
Mm-hmm. Kristen Paras.
And also number 18, Shannon Lambert. So here we have the Bulldogs with 3 young ladies on the roster. I know last year we did not have any young ladies on our team, but the year prior we had Delaney Guimont.
I was going to mention you have even a couple of girls hockey players in the stands today who could have benefited from a girls team. So
right, we had Delaney Guimont and Michaela Sterling, if I remember correctly. So we've had young ladies in our program in the past. They're already here watching the game as well. So just another thing that we as Bedford Friends of Bedford Hockey, we'd really like to promote and make sure people are aware that it's not just the boys. It's not just the boys. We really need to consider, really getting out and talking to our folks at the student for the board of directors there at the school, and making sure that they're aware that we would love to have a girls program here at Bedford High.
I think that's something you got to see come through the school. But in order for it to come through the school, you need to get it to come through the town, and so that comes from motivating the parents, especially of the girls hockey players and the girls hockey players themselves, to push for that. Because I mean, we pay the taxes, so therefore we kind of get what we want when it comes to the high school.
Yep. So back at it here. Bedford leads 4-1, 4:06 remaining here in the second period. Bedford, a little miscommunication there on the boards. A 3-on-2 quickly for Pinkerton as they dump it in the zone. No offensive threat right there. Bulldogs just chip it out, looking for a change here. Couple of offense, couple of defense, quick change. And challenging the puck, number 2, Donato Tempesta. Into the zone. Number 4, quick pass, quick shot. Oh, nice defensive play right there by Drew Conley. And out of the zone, Donato Tempesta looking for a teammate.
Oh, nice play.
Off a teammate.
Just
they're
offsides.
calling offsides to Jake Rio. Just couldn't stay on sides. That was a very, very tough, tight call right there. But you know what? To his credit, the referee was right on the blue line, so good for him. So 3:30 remaining, 4-1 Bulldogs. What do you make of the second period thus far, Steve?
Second period was not what I thought we were going to make of it. I thought you were going to see this game kind of even out a little bit, but as I talked about coming in later to the period, I think it came from not necessarily a demotivation, but a de-preparation from this Pinkerton team to just not come in the game fully expecting of what Bedford was going to be able to do. And Bedford really took advantage of that, to their credit, to come out strong and take advantage of Pinkerton not hustling to the puck 100% of the time, not putting the body on them. And so Bedford just really taking advantage here and showing what they can do to the rest of the skate. I think they're gonna scare a lot of people with this with the score at the end of the day when people are reading it in tomorrow's paper.
So Bulldogs just couldn't get a quick shot off. Pinkerton bringing it out of the zone again and into the zone, getting it deep. Bulldogs, Jay Roberto on the puck. Brett Vayu hustling after it. Jay challenging the play. Now Jacob Rio. Nice play by Jacob Rio offensively, deep in the zone, just exactly where you want it. You want to be behind the net, as they used to call Gretzky's office back there. Some of you old-timers remember that. Some of you young kids like yourself, Steve, maybe not. Back in the zone, deep, very nice play. Nate John challenging the play. You know, really all they're trying to do here is just get the puck in, make Pinkerton work the full surface of the ice, and making it difficult for them to just get shots off.
Oh,
nice
great
chip
pass.
Off to
Ace is in. Wow,
Oh,
what a
play.
beautiful move by Asa Parker. Really reading the play, getting a great pass from his teammates, and Asa Parker on the breakaway is probably one of the most lethal, if not lethal, kids in the state.
Well,
I've never seen Asa Parker miss a breakaway in his career for Bedford High School.
Let's look at the quick replay right here. In the neutral zone, just a bunching up of players, and out comes Nate John. Just a little chip pass to his teammate. Asa just sneaks by the defenseman in alone, looks to go up high glove side, really dekes the goalie, and then tucks it in backhanded behind the goaltender for a nice finish to that play. Bulldogs go up 5-1 on a beautiful pass, beautiful play by Asa and Nate John together. 5-1, minute 51 left.
That comes for me again, just absolutely wonderful reading of the play from Bedford High School. The young guy to an old guy, both of them reading the play the exact same, and it turned out perfect for them.
I find it fascinating. We're talking about 17-year-old, 18-year-old young men, calling them old guys. So Pinkerton just trying to regroup. Looks like they're just having difficulty organizing their play coming into the zone. And Bedford's just speed and getting the puck out and really making good decisions with the play. So
they've really been able to possess the puck too, and I think that's tough for Pinkerton. You can kind of tell the strategy they love to play is just a possession game and really outworking the opponents. And they're really not able to get the possession or even the time in the zone that you think they would normally get in the past.
Well, again, Nate John with his long reach, looking to make just little tip passes to everybody. The first one, Asa scores a nice goal. Got one right there to Griffin Gagne, who couldn't quite finish it. Back in the play, Cam Blaisdell fighting, battling for a puck. Griffin Gagne with the puck, dumping it in deep. On the play, quick change. Almost took the poor referee's head off right there. Bulldogs change and back at it. Here comes Pinkerton. Quick shot right there. Oh! Very nice shot by the defenseman, by the forward from Pinkerton as he goes in the zone. Just high and wide, but he had a look there right there on Alex. Looks like we're going to go back shorthanded. Not sure exactly what they're calling, but
it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Pinkerton.
No. Looks like it's going to be matching penalties.
Interesting. That is not something that I caught behind the play, to the credit of the referee.
Well, they blew the whistle while Bedford was touching the puck. So I thought they were going to be calling a slashing. It looks like they're calling Cam Blaisdell for 2 minutes for a high sticking penalty. And the young man from Pinkerton, I didn't catch his number as he entered in the box for interference. So 5-on-5 as we go into the third period here. 37 seconds left. 5-on-5, couple of guys in the box, just evens out.
Again, one of the keys from Bedford that you've seen today is they're really not letting anything get through to Alec. They're possessing the puck in the zone. They're blocking shots, and Pinkerton hasn't even had the opportunity to really test Alec today. Everything they've had has been from the periphery besides the one goal that they've scored. And you can see that one opportunity on they capitalized.
Oh, nice pass right there by Donato. You know what? I think you're right, Steve. You're absolutely right. The puck possession that Bedford's had has been it's been very important while they possess that puck, especially in the power play. A couple of nice passes on those power plays have led to goals because they've possessed the puck and they're not just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, and that's interesting coming from such a young team where you'd think they just want to get rid of it, to the point that you made earlier.
So 5 seconds left here. Offensive zone faceoff. We're going to look for a draw here, trying to get somebody for a quick shot.
Now you might see kind of a play from the faceoff here, a typical Marty move, not having the guys line up. You're going to see him try to sweep through, get a quick shot off, or get right to the net.
Oh, almost had a chance right there for Jay. No chance right there. Time expires. So as we pull into the third period here, the second period ends. 5-1 Bulldogs. We see the Bulldogs score 3 goals in the second period. Only 1 goal coming back from Pinkerton. They got a nice power play goal. Boy, what a difference. I was expecting, like you, a little bit of a different outcome in the second period, but Bulldogs really came together in the second. What are your thoughts?
I think this second period has a lot to do with Marty Myers telling his team to keep on with the strategy they're playing, get pucks deep, play to Pinkerton, not engaging them all the way in the corners, because getting it deep and then chasing after it with their speed, keeping it in the Pinkerton zone, has been crucial for the Bulldogs to really capitalize today.
I couldn't agree more. You saw a couple of really nice passes on the power play that really led to a couple nice goals. So Bedford Bulldogs at the end of the second period up 5-1 on a very, very talented Pinkerton team. So they cannot just sit back. This team can come back and, they could potentially make it a game and make it 5-5 in the blink of an eye. So the Bulldogs really need to hold serve here and play the next 15 minutes like it was the beginning of the game. So the end of the third period, end of the second period as we enter the third, 5-1 Bulldogs. Back to Sullivan Arena in a few moments. And we're back here for third period action here. Bedford Bulldogs leading 5-1 as we enter the third period. versus the Pinkerton Astros, Pinkerton Academy Astros here from Derry, New Hampshire. Steve, third period here. What do you make of the play?
I'm just looking to see much of the same at this point. You know, Pinkerton's really disengaged from this game. I don't see a whole lot more motivation from them coming out quick at the beginning of the period. And I can imagine they're just going to try and stop the bleeding and go home, try to figure out what happened and regroup when they get Bedford later on in the season.
Well, I also think Bedford just can't take this team lightly. They're a very, very talented team, so they have to keep pushing a little bit harder.
Yeah, you really want to see Bedford really make a message out of this game. If they can continue to pile up goals, you know, Marty's always going to do that. That's always been his style. Now, he never wants to embarrass anybody, but he always wants to let people know what we're about.
Nice little chip pass out there by Matt Musgrave off to number 2. Donato Tempesta just battling it, taken out of the play right there from the defenseman. In to give him a hand right there. Tyler Gamble challenging the play, coming out of the zone. Tyler Gamble just good challenging, just good back checking right there by team in white.
You saw Donato Tempesta there as he was sliding the boards, saw the orange and pick his head up. So already you're kind of seeing that heads up area, that warning track come into play a little bit.
So a couple things here just to continue to mention some stuff to all you viewers out there. You know, keep going back to our website, www.bedfordhockey.com. Lots of stuff on there. You can see some pictures from our alumni game. Unfortunately, Steve had to miss that game as he was away in Canada. You know, Thanksgiving break, most of the students around here came home, but nope, not Steve. He had to stay up in Canada because he had classes that day.
We had midterms that day, actually, so it was tough for me to enjoy that Thanksgiving. Got Canadian Thanksgiving, though, so that's a lot of fun. You got to cook for a couple of my friends in the dorm.
So that was very good. So, you know, take a look at that website again, www.bedfordhockey.com. You know, there's lots of information on there, so take a look at that. Back, nice pass right back to Jacob Rio. Good shot, just got blocked by a defenseman. Back out of the zone. Bedford doing the right thing, getting it back in deep and really putting some challenges onto this defensive squad from Pinkerton. They're just having a hard time getting organized and getting the puck out of the zone.
The thing you see with Bedford, especially with that play right there, was a great example. Is you have a guy dump the puck in, both teams are changing, but Bedford was the first team to the puck.
And that's how you win battles, just small battles. Those are little parts of the game that, you know, as a player and a fan, sometimes you miss those things. And, you know, as just a mild fan, you don't ever see it. But as someone who's watched a lot of hockey games like we have, those are little subtleties of the game that end up winning games for teams. So very good.
And that's been huge for Bedford. In both zones, that's been huge for Bedford to dominate play. Pinkerton's really just not chasing them down anywhere. They're closing down and blocking shots, but other than that, Bedford's been a great possession team today.
Real nice play right there by Alex Abad to jump into the play out of the defensive zone and become an offensive player right there. So here we are, still battling for the puck out of the zone. There goes Jack McDonough on the puck, looking for a teammate. Asa Parker going towards the net, just didn't have an opportunity to make a play. You know, a little dipsy-do right there by Jack McDonough, and then just got clobbered for his time. Quick shot from the defenseman, back to him, gets it back in deep. Nice job by Valancourt. Asa Parker down low, looking for Jack McDonough in front. Jack McDonough just manhandled in front of the net, no call. Nice effort right there by Griffin Gagne. Quick shot on net
there from the point.
So a very nice play there by the Bulldogs.
That was a great position there by the Pinkerton goalie to really to come back after a tough shelling in the first 2 periods, to make sure that he's still holding his team. And you can see a lot of the times, especially with a goaltender who's been starting for a while and having a young goalie on the bench, that you can get out of a game really quick and know that you're not going to get pulled. So it's good for him to show that he's still engaged in the game, because it's tough to get mentally down as a goaltender. It's really hard to get yourself back in. It's a lot like being a pitcher in baseball, where you can get down on yourself really early, and it's hard to re-engage. So to his credit, he's still very engaged in this game.
Boy, nice pass right there by Griffin Gagne to get it to Jack McDonough as he headed to the front of the net. Just get punished for his time in front of the net right there. So the Bulldogs really doing a good job with their play, keeping the puck in the zone, getting the pucks in deep, and so on. 10:56 left in the third period. Bulldogs still leading 5-1, pardon me. Sorry for that. And just really controlling the play. again, we talked about it most of the game here today. They're possessing the puck, and they're not just getting rid of it. So it's really, really good for the Bulldogs to capitalize on these chances when they get it. Out of the net, very good defensive play right there as Colin Voloshin was trying to get a good shot off. Just got broken up as he was taking the shot. So Pinkerton finally over the red line into our zone and getting it in deep and putting some pressure now defensively on the Bulldogs. So again, a quick shout out to the Bedford Hockey, bedfordhockey.com. Check that website. We want to thank Mike Courier for letting us do the game today, Steve.
Absolutely.
Mike Courier represents his company, Castle Hill Sports. So if you get an opportunity, catch up with Mike. Mike does a lot of the Bedford sports for the town and for the school.
As a client,
spends a lot of time with student athletes in town, so does a great work. So give his website, give him a chance, give him a call, see him in the field, see him at the stands, say hi to Mike. He's just a general good guy.
As someone who's used Castle Hill Sports before, I had a recruitment video that I used to send out to get recruited by a few schools that unfortunately I decided not to go to, but it helped me get a lot of looks. So for any of you out there watching this game, trying to get recruited, absolutely talk to Mike. He puts together a great video. Not only you get to keep for the future, but really great recruitment videos too. That definitely helped me out when I was playing hockey for Bedford.
So again, thanks Mike Courier for allowing Stevie and I to do the game. It's not often to get a father-son tandem up here doing the game, watching Stevie's little brother, so it's good. So 9:32 here left in the third, Steve. 5-1 Bulldogs, just battling for the puck. They haven't lost many battles here in the third period.
I think that's to Marty's credit. Knowing Marty for a few years now and knowing his coaching style, I've never seen a team that he's coached ever back off in the third period with a lead like this. Like I was saying before, he always wants to make sure that he makes a point with every game, that they play a full 45 minutes here that you get out of these teams, and that's really a Marty thing, making sure that your teams are engaged the whole time. We had trouble in the past where we had some teams coming in with kids.
Oh, nice pass right there. Oh, he couldn't get a shot off. Donato tipped off the post right there. The puck just found Donato as he's coming out of the nice pass to Cam Blaisdell. Just couldn't finish. Back in the corner, first on the puck again. One of the guys in white battling for the puck.
Great play there, holding it at the blue line.
Cam Blaisdell, nice play.
Oh, nice hit by Donato.
Nice physical play right there by the boys in white.
Really just keeping the pressure on, you can tell. They're just not letting this Pinkerton team get an inch at all. And to the point that I was making earlier, that for me that comes back to Marty, knowing him not letting his guys take the break off. Because you get some older guys that understand kind of where the game is going, where it's going to end up. But no, he really keeps his team motivated for a full 45 minutes.
Well, we're still counting down the clock here as Bedford Bulldogs lead 5-1. 8:21 left in the third period. Again, white shirt on the puck. Griffin Gagne really battling hard behind the net, looking for a teammate. Out to Nate John. Looking for a defenseman. Just picked off. It was a good look, though. Very good pass. Brett Silva down on the puck. Even in our defensive zone, the Bulldogs are first to the puck.
For me, the keys of the game so far have really come down to Bedford's possession and Bedford getting to the puck first in all four corners of the ice. That's been huge for them to make sure that Pinkerton really can't solidify themselves or consolidate any kind of setup in the zone. And for a team that definitely you can tell needs a possession game, that took them out really quickly. And they haven't been able to make anything of it without that possession. So great credit to Bedford understanding that going into the game and having even the young kids be able to execute that.
Well, it looks like a nice long pass right there by Asa Parker. Managed to go off one of the Pinkerton players. Goalie comes out of the net. Looking for a pass. Couldn't get to the front of the net, actually. And Asa almost scored. So then here comes Pinkerton.
Another great key to the game for Bedford has been just reading the game and reading each other. You've seen a play like that, Asa almost making something out of nothing. And the Bedford team really being able to read each other on the ice, not even having to look to know where they are.
Very nice save right there by Alec Lindberg. Staying square to the puck, really observant to what's going on around him, not losing focus in a 5-1 game. Very good.
Alec's been in great positioning today. He's been challenging everybody, and he's always had his eyes on the puck. Besides that one goal that went in, which definitely was not his fault, coming from a goalie who's had a few of those happen before. So he's been showing great today, coming in, being a true starter for the whole season for the first time. He's really having a great show for Marty and definitely giving his team a real confident backstop so that they know that they can get that offensive jump, because they know the thing you get out of a good goaltender is saves, but the thing you get out of a great goaltender is being able to cover mistakes. And so if you do have a real tough breakdown in the offensive zone, you know that you're going to have your goalie there if you can't get all the numbers back for an odd man break.
Real nice play right there by Jay Roberto to get the puck out of the zone. Oh, quick picked off by Jacob Rio, just couldn't hold it in. It looks like Pinkerton is going to start to pick up a little bit of the physical play right here, as we expected them to start with, but they chose, just keep doing what they're doing. Bedford just battling hard for the puck here. Looks like we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the refs, especially in a game that's not so tight, kind of dwindling into the third period, try to get a hold on this game before it gets too out of hand, which is it's something nice to see, because you do see games in high school with a lot of big players. They get out of hand pretty quickly, so smart move by the referees of just trying to get this under control while they can.
So it looks like Bedford's going to go on the power play here after a little cross-checking, and you're right, guys not watching the whole thing, and guys just taking advantage of their opponent here. So onto the ice quickly, Tyler Gamble looking for the hat trick now.
It'll be interesting to see if Marty still decides to go with the umbrella here, if he's going to try a new strategy, because when you get into games like this, you see Marty kind of try to switch things up and see if he can make anything happen while he has a little bit of breathing room to test things out.
Alex Abad, really nice, being challenged defensively there, and chose to bring it back and regroup behind the net, off to Tyler Gamble, carrying over the blue line, looking for a teammate, Griffin Gagne in the slot, carries it down deep, again, possessing the puck, not giving it up, not making quick passes, just making good, calculated decisions.
Ooh!
Griffin Gagne with a shot off a defender, goalie lost track of that.
You're going to see Bedford using the overload here, where they're trying to get as many guys on one side of the ice as possible and just put a shot on and get rebounds. And to their credit, they almost had a chance there because of it. Great move by Pinkerton. Wow, Alec Lindbergh, great play to come out on that. Cut down space for the player and make him go right wide if that didn't hit off his blocker a little bit. Really reading the play there for him on that tough break. Great play by Alec Lindbergh.
So that was Tyler Poole bringing the puck in deep and really making a nice play. Off with the puck, carrying in the zone. Griffin Gagne taking it wide, nice, and letting his teammates get into the zone with him. Just had it poked off his stick. Very nice, nice challenge right there by Brett Silva.
Really great passing by this Bedford team right now. I haven't seen him miss a pass in a very long time. Just really going tape to tape.
So we get a quick change right there. 5-on-4 for the next 20 seconds, carrying the puck in the zone. Asa Parker looking for a teammate. Settling it down at the red line as Pinkerton was able to get it out of the zone. 10 seconds left on the power play. Brett Silva choosing to throw it in deep. Goalie couldn't control it. First on the puck, Pinkerton, challenged by number 2 from the Bulldogs, Donato Tempesta, deep. Back to the D. Now we're looking for a guy coming out of the box. Got to be careful on that play. Here comes Pinkerton. Nice little pass out front by Pinkerton. I think that was Landry. Bulldogs back in the defensive zone. First on the puck, Brett Silva chips it out. Nate John with the puck. Bringing it back in deep, holding possession. Back around to Donato. Donato not been able to control that puck and get it out. Valancourt. Quick little kick pass right there from Asa Parker to Donato. Donato battling over there. Asa Parker keeping the play. Pinkerton elects to get it in deep, changes up their lines.
Donato Tempesta, great positioning there outside the zone. Had the defenseman been able to make a play on that, he was wide open. Again, that comes to me just reading the play. This whole team really being in fantastic position.
Bulldogs trying to reorganize here. What they're trying to do is get the pucks in deep in their own zone and control and come out as a group, as opposed to these long bomb passes that we've seen, from historically from some of the high school teams we've played in the past.
Oh, great play there out front.
Oh, nice. Carrying the puck. Wow, what a nice pass right there to Asa Parker. Donato with a beautiful pass.
Almost able to capitalize.
You know, he looked up, was going to go tape to tape, and then went indirect pass off the boards. Just a nice little read by Donato coming out of the zone. Deep in the zone, on the puck, Jack Flanagan. Flanagan off to Musgrave. Musgrave looking for a player. Jay Roberto now coming in to help out along with Colin Voloshin. Pinkerton able to keep it in. Looking for Jack McDonough on the weak side. Out of the play comes Matt Musgrave. Jay Roberto bringing it in deep, looking for somebody out front.
I think these next couple of shifts, you're going to see some of Bedford's really young guys get some opportunities to play here and show what they've got.
Oh, what a nice feed right there by Jay Roberto.
Great play by Colin Voloshin, almost stuffing that one in with his size. He had a long reach and almost was able to go all the way around the goaltender. Something Chris Viola would have liked to do to the player who wore his old number. So that was a great play by him. Better save by the goaltender.
Boy, they are really taking advantage of poor Jack McDonough out there, one of our smaller athletes. And he just got manhandled in front of the net and no call. Shame on the referee right there. That was a dangerous play that just occurred. Boy, the Bulldogs are just getting the pucks all over this Pinkerton team.
What they really want to do at this point is just get the pucks deep and kind of just let the clock run out. You're going to see this Pinkerton team get a little chippy, so Bedford just want to make sure they leave the game with no injuries.
Well, it looks like we're going to get a penalty call here. Looks like Cam Blaisdell's heading to the box for a high stick, number 29. So we have 1:11 left here in the third period. Bulldogs up 5-1. Pinkerton having some difficulty getting the line assignments out there, trying to figure out who they want. They get their players out here on the ice now. Comes Jack McDonough back on the ice.
It'll be interesting to see what Pinkerton goes for here. I'm not sure if they'll be able to keep the pressure up with how the Bulldogs penalty kill has been going to put another one on, but we'll see what they got here. Again, Bedford possessing the puck really quickly off the faceoff. Great work for them to just not let Pinkerton set anything up, and that, again, has been just really key for them throughout the entirety of the game.
So the clock ticks down, under a minute here to play. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to take away a victory here. Big contest between them and the Pinkerton Astros here. Just getting rid of the puck here as the Bedford Bulldogs are shorthanded. They're able to ice the puck with no whistles.
It's a really great showing for this Bedford team, and a great record for Marty, not having lost a game since February of 2013. It's been a long time.
So Pinkerton regrouping, bringing it out of the zone, being challenged by number 40, Colin Voloshin. Very nice, picked it off. Couldn't get to it. Jack McDonough behind the net. Looking to make a play coming out of the zone.
Great block there.
Matt Giroux, nice block. So here you have out here all underclassmen on the ice for the Bulldogs. Not a single senior out there to finish off that game. And that's the testament to the talent pool that Bedford has had for the past several years, and it continues to be here as we finish up this game against Pinkerton. So Bulldogs finish up 5-1. Steve, give us a quick little recap of this game.
It was great to see a lot of Bedford's young players come in. You have a majority of this team being guys who have come through the JV system. So credit to Coach Palmer for being able to ready these guys for varsity, but they came in and absolutely set the tone today. The young kids especially, being able to read each other, not being nervous, being able to possess the puck, and being able to not being shaken off the puck by Pinkerton, even with their size. So it was all around, Bedford dominated the game in every category.
Well, it started very early in that first period with 2 quick goals by the Bulldogs, and they never looked back. Took that 2-0 lead and just carried the rest of the play. They entered the second period 2-0, and they just extended that lead to 5-1, and they just carried it through the third. So congratulations to the Bulldogs here, Sullivan Arena. Bulldog win 5-1. Thank you to Stevie T for joining me as we do this broadcast.
Absolutely.
Thank you to Mike Courier from Castle Hill Sports. We're looking forward to some more video coverage down the road. We're going to take off here as the game ends. A nice victory for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time with the Bulldogs Tuesday night versus I think we're playing Alvern on Tuesday night. So we'll see you then.